Matukio ya tarehe 21 mwezi Septemba mwaka wa 2013 katika jumba la Westgate.
This was 10 years ago, but the memories are very clear in my mind.
Milio mikubwa ya risasi, magari ya polisi na ambulensi. Lilikuwa ni shambulizi la kigaidi. Wapo waliodiriki kuingia ndani angalau kuokoa maisha ya waliokwama.
With the ambulance and
Dr. Farooq chaundhry aliongoza kikosi cha St. John's Ambulance kipindi hicho licha ya taharuki iliyokuwepo.
About 8 or 10 of us proceeded to Westgate, and at the Westgate nobody was allowed to go in. But we, because we were the responders, the police allowed us to go up to the parking area of the building, where we set up our camp, temporary camp, and to attend to any emergency that would be there. The whole area was scattered with all sorts of shoes and toys, and because there had been a food festival in the morning, so these were little children's glasses, and there was also a hand grenade which had not exploded, but we saw a lot of dead bodies which had been put into a corner, and we covered them with blankets and all that, with bullet wounds. There was one Asian lady with a bullet wound in the head, and there were about 6 or 7 of them, with blood all over the place.
Shinikizo kutoka kwa familia yake kutoka eneo hilo kutokana na hofu haikumzuia. Alikuwa shavulia nguo, sharti ayaoge.
I was in the Westgate. My daughter saw it on the TV in Switzerland, and she said, "Baba, get out of there, out of that building. It's not something you can help." But I said to her, "No, I'm right in the middle of the whole building. I cannot run away from here." So, my son asked me after 2 or 3 years, "Let's go and have dinner there at one of the hotels." I really, for the rest of the evening, I just couldn't talk to anybody because all those memories flashed across my mind.
Kumbukumbu ya afisa wa GSU aliaga kijaribu kuokoa maisha yake daima itasalia akilini mwake.
The GSU recce teams in charge. Such a young man, I think he couldn't have been more than 30, and he was fully dressed as a commander. I can still vividly remember that you wanted to do every little thing, and that's why we had forgotten whether to look into his eyes. You know, people, when a person is dead, you shine a torch in the eye and look for the pupils dilated. We were so busy trying to help to save his life, and when somebody told me, "Stop, Dr. Ali, he's dead, he's gone," look at the pupils. So you can imagine that memory of this young man, fully dressed with his attire, with a bullet-proof vest, and to this day, I feel so depressed that I wish that we could have saved his life.
Hapa anaelezea mapungufu wakati huo na mapendekezo ya siku zijazo mkasa kama huu ukitokea.
We didn't even have adequate light. We didn't have adequate equipment to raise a fellow from that on the ground where a whole lot of stones were lying on his chest. If we could have reached him, we could saved it. Since that day, His Excellency President Kibaki, the third day he came to the site, he said that our army, our defense forces should set up a disaster team which will be used for only such attacks or emergency recovery of such people. Every household in this country should have one first aid responder, so that wherever they are, whether they are in the house, whether they are in the sports ground, they are in the school, they are on the highway, these first responders can help a lot to save a lot of lives by purely using their first aid skills.
Shambulizi la Westgate miaka 10 baadaye, taifa litazidi kuwakumbuka wote waliostahimili milio ya risasi na kuokoa maisha ya wengi. Majibu Kitao, runinga ya K24, Nairobi.